Morning, Kohler.
No, my good chap. It's Professor Kohler today. I believe we'll take a look at some of the mysteries of WiiWare.
I got a puzzle for you.
Yes, smashing.
How come it takes so long to edit your stories, Kohler?
Ah, I see. You want to know how many of my stories you can edit in 1 week? That should be...
No, I was saying it takes a long time to edit your stories. Ever heard of spell check?
Thank you once again, Professor Kohler, for that enlightening waste of everyone's time. But he's right. It is time to take a look at WiiWare. Nintendo has just launched its Games on Demand service for Wii in Japan, so let's take a look at some of the downloadable launch titles. Easily the biggest launch title is Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles: My Life as a King. It's also the most expensive at about $15. It's not your typical Final Fantasy game. It's a Sims-style town simulation where you play the part of a child king who has to make his castle town livable for its inhabitants. You'll send them off on adventures, and they'll go into dungeons and bring you back resources, which you can then spend on building new buildings, which in turn bring you more subjects, etc. We're having a good time with My Life as a King so far, so if the concept interests you, this is probably worth your money. I really don't know what medical board ever thought it was a good idea to grant Mario his medical license. I mean, all he really seems to do is fling unmarked suppositories into a vat full of what appear to be aliens. Anyway, Nintendo has revived its classic falling stuff puzzle game for WiiWare. You can play Dr. Mario the normal way, matching the colored viruses to the pills. Or you can play a new Wiimote version, in which up to 4 players can use the pointer to drag the capsules into place. I tried the game's online mode out against a random Japanese woman who kicked my ass, so we know it works. Konami's first WiiWare game is Saku Saku Animal Panic. Okay, Saku means fence, alright? It doesn't mean what you're thinking. You play the part of a farmer who has to pen in his escaped animals. You can build as many fences as you like, just as long as each subdivision contains only one kind of animal. This is actually pretty fun. If you run into an animal, you get killed, and they move randomly, so there's this risk-reward gameplay. Do you forge ahead into dangerous territory with your fence and risk dying, or play it safe? The better a job you do, the better your score at the end of the level. Now here's an example of the low end of WiiWare games. No, you're not looking at an unfinished beta, this is actually what Lonpos looks like. It's a real head-scratcher of a puzzle game in which you try to fit these oddly shaped pieces of plastic into a rectangular container. But honestly, it's not worth the whopping $10 they want you to pay for it, as the presentation is really low rent. No, if you want to see a WiiWare game that's definitely worth the money, we have to turn to Okiraku Ping-Pong. This game really hits the spot for WiiWare. It makes good use of the Wiimote to play ping-pong. It's got multiplayer, although only for 2 players. It's got 4 characters, 3 stages, and a few mini-games that let you practice your aim. Sure, it's not the deepest game around, but unlike those crappy $20 Wii games that we covered on a previous episode of Game Life, this one only costs $5. Plus, it's adorable. Just look at their cute faces. We can't say that WiiWare's launch has been entirely successful, and I'm not just talking about the fact that some of the games are clearly half-assed. Where are the demos? You can't try a game before you buy it, and if you get stuck with a lemon, you can't exactly take it back to the store. Also, where's the hardcore gamer content? Nintendo should realize that WiiWare is a really good opportunity for them to bring back some of their classic franchises, forgotten ones like Punch-Out or Kid Icarus. Hopefully, we'll get a more well-rounded launch lineup when WiiWare comes to North America on May 12.